Elytra is incredibly useful for lots of things like gliding, going upwards, lots of things, obviously, and it can be combined using rockets to gain incredible speed. But it's also a technique that allows you to be a bunny. Now, usually you have to use rockets or try to use your momentum to go upwards with Elytra in order to actually gain speed or whatnot. But there's also a different method called Elytra Hopping. I am not an expert. I have not looked into the code or anything like that. So what I am saying could be wrong, but I've used Elytra for way too long. I think I know mostly how it works. Alright, so how do you Elytra hop? Alright, first of all, you go into the floor. You look at this angle. This is the angle I usually look at in order to get the best jump. And then you spam spacebar. This is because you want to land on the floor and jump as soon as possible. And after you jump, you want to hit the spacebar as soon as possible to release your Elytra. Of course, you also have to look away from the floor after you do this, or else you're just going to go straight back down into the floor. This can be very useful for things such as if you're low on rockets, perhaps in the end. It's something I really like to do when traveling long distances, is to just use the rocket, Elytra hop, and continue doing that until my momentum's really slowed and I use another rocket. It's really good for keeping the speed, but reducing the amount of rockets you use. You can also use small hops in order to actually make you go farther or higher. This is quite useful in building. Now, how kind of does it work? Or at least how do I believe it works? Basically, Elytra, you want to gain momentum with it, and with that momentum, you can have the ability to go upwards. So, you go onto the floor and jump. Jumping also gives more momentum, at least upwards momentum, and that can be used using an Elytra. Notice when you jump, normally you go this height, and when you jump and hit the spacebar as soon as possible, you jump slightly higher. This basically means that using Elytra will amplify the actual height you get from a jump, or any method of going upwards. As you may know, if you go down using Elytra, you gain momentum and speed. If you try to go upwards, you will go upwards, but not as much as you went downwards. So you're going to eventually lose it. But Elytra hopping adds an extra variable, which is by jumping. If you land on the ground fast enough and jump immediately, you don't lose your momentum, and you still gain height from the jump. This can easily be seen in this clip, where I am lagging quite a lot, making it so then when using Elytra, I slowly slide across the floor. This is basically just me maintaining my momentum, so when I jump, I get a large amount of height. Many different factors can affect how well and how good your Elytra hopping is. For example, it really depends on the delay, but going on servers makes it much easier to Elytra hop. And obviously, there's going to be a bit of skill involved, as spamming the spacebar. If you can spam it slightly faster or time it incredibly well, you will be able to Elytra hop more consistently than other people. As well, another factor that's actually in-game is status effects. If you have something like slowness and speed, it's going to greatly reduce, not really greatly, but it's going to slightly reduce your Elytra hop. But something like jump boost, especially jump boost 2, is going to increase your Elytra hop by quite a lot. This will allow for you to just get much more higher and much more speed, which will allow you to Elytra hop for much longer and much higher. Now that you know how to do this, you can now become the bunny of your dreams.